In this video, we are going to find the integer added to array. Hello, this is Jagan from growwithdata. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in Python language with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation in any ways, I will be happy. Welcome to the 96th video of the Python interview question series. I have created a playlist, Python interview questions 51 to 100, and I will be tagging this video to that playlist. The code we discuss in this video will be posted in the GitHub and the link will be provided in the description part. Now let's see the sample input data and we can talk about the question in detail. So here we are given two integers, two arrays. So array 1 is 264 and array 2 is 975. So what they are saying is that each element in nums1 has been increased, or sometimes it can be decreased also, by an particular integer, so represented by the variable x. So as a result, nums1 plus that value or the variable x equals to the nums2 array. So the two arrays are considered equal when they contain the same integer with the same frequency, right? So if you see this, nums1, 2, 6, and 4. So if you add 3 to it, plus 3, what happens? So 2 plus 3 is 5, then 9, then 7. Now you can sort this in ascending or descending order. We go with the ascending order. The smallest is 5, 7, 9. If you see the nums2 is 9, 7, 5. It's in the descending order. In this case, you just try to change that to ascending order. Starts with 5, 7, and 9, which is same as your nums1 plus the integer value, right? So here the reverse order of it, we have to see what is the x, the variable to be added to nums1 so that it will be same like nums2. So we are not looking for the array values, we are looking for the constant value, the integer which is going to be added to nums1. So how will you find that? If you just go the reverse order, right? So how will you find that? First you take nums1 and you just do a ascending order. When you do ascending order, it becomes 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Great. Now take the nums2. 9, 7, 5. You just do the ascending order. 5, 7, 9. Now you take the difference between these two. The difference is going to be 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 and 3. 7 minus 4, 9 minus 6. So all becomes 3. So the constant, the x is equal to 3. So this is what we are going to do in the program. First you get the input array, sort that in ascending order, take the final output array, change that to ascending order, and you see the difference between the elements to make sure everything is the same. Then you return that constant value. So how to do that in a programming part? Let's take this as an input. Now you define the function def growwithdata, capital D, nums1 and then nums2. So these are the things which gives troubles to the program. So now what you have to do, we just do nums1 equal to sorted of nums1 and nums2 equal to sorted of nums2. So the first step is done. Get the values and then sort. Now you find the constant value. How will you do that? You just take the ascending order part, get the difference between the elements. So you just say x equal to, you say nums2 of 0 minus nums1 of 0. So when you sort this, you know how it changes, right? 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9. Now I'm taking nums2 of 0. That means this is nums2. So we are taking 5. And then nums1 of 0. So nums1 is 2, 4, 6. So this is going to be 2. So the difference is going to be 5 minus 2, which is going to be 3. So x is 3. Now we are going to check for other elements. So for I in range, we already got the 0, right? The 0th index. So we start with 1 to the length of nums1. We can go with till the last element. Here we check if the nums2 of I equal to nums1 of I. So it will go and check from the index value 1, 1, 2, and 3. It will check if it's same, then it's good, right? But if it's not, right? If it's not, what happens? So we see nums2 minus nums1 is not equal to the difference we get here. Okay? If that nums2 of I and nums1 of I, if the difference is not equal to the first difference we get, then you can simply say this is not right. Return false. If everything goes good, then return true. Now if you run the program by calling the function, it got true, but we need the number, so you just get x here, sorry, x, and instead of false you say none, right? So what we do is just simple sorting and getting the elements part. So first you do the nums1. So here the input value is going to be 2, 4, 6, and then the second one, sorting part. So it's going to be 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. Now we are going to get x equal to nums2 of 0, which is 5, minus 1 of 0 is 2, equal to 3. So x is going to be 3. Now we are coming here, we are taking the loop I equal to 1. Normally we take from 0. Now we are taking, since we already worked on the 0, we are taking from 1. So I equal to 1. Now it's going to check nums2 of I, nums2 of 1, which is the sorted version, 7 minus 4, num1 of array. So 7 minus 4 is 3, which is equal to x. So 3 not equal to 3, no. So it just comes to the for loop again. So the next one is I equal to 2. I equal to 2. So here it comes, I equal to is 9 minus 6. So you say 9 minus 6, 9 minus 6 equal to 3. So 3 not equal to x, which is 3. No. So again it goes here. The loop is done. It comes and returns 3. 3 is going to be the value 3. Right? So this is a very simple program. There is a small information, like you have sorted of nums1, right? So what happens if you use the sort function? Let me take the function here. So instead of sorted, if you use sort, nums1 dot sort, then it's going to return the same value, right? Same 3. So why we haven't done nums1? So here we say nums1 equal to sorted, but here we haven't said, we never said nums1 equal to sorted. We have talked about this topic in few of our old videos. Basically, the sort will work on top of nums1. You don't create any output. So if you do nums1 dot sort, then you better keep there as an action. Don't assign any values. If you say 975, right? Nums2 equal to 975. You say sorted of nums2. Nums2. So it will be sorted. But if you go with nums2, it remains the same. Only it just sorts and gives you the output. But if you say nums2 dot sort and then you check nums2, it's sorted 579. So sorted of nums2 will just do the operation once you get the value, but it's not going to overwrite. But the sort is going to overwrite. And if you say a equal to and print a, it just returns none, right? So this sort operation, after it's done with whatever it has to do, it will return none. So better you don't assign anything here. So that's why I directly give nums1 dot sort, nums2 dot sort, right? So that's the basic thing. But if you see the question, what they say is the nums1 and nums2 are the same length. There is no issue. But the elements we use, right? The elements within the array, it's going to have a incremental value, right? It's going to have a sorted one. Or if it's going to be the same, then you compare that with nums2 in a sorted order and see the difference between the elements. So if you see this 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9, all the elements have a difference of 3, right? So it's a uniformity. There is no trick in it. You just get an numerical array, just add a constant to all the elements and you check whether that's matching with the existing team. Okay, so that's what here. So we don't have to use all this. So what can I do with this function? I can take this, yeah, okay, I can take this. Okay, we go with this. This is much easier. So I will use the function, the first one we used. I go with this, right? Input value, better you can keep it here because we played around with it. Okay. So what we are saying is you don't have to go with all the comparison. We are not tricking in between values are not going to match kind of thing, right? If that is the case, then you go for it. But here we say that x is constant. So every element will have the same increment with x. So we can just say x and then we return x. If you call this function, it's going to show 3. You don't even have to do a variable. You simply say nums2 of 0 minus nums1 of 0. Even then, we don't have to do it as a separate variable. You can simply say sorted of nums1, same way you get sorted of nums2, and then you get the 0th element. So we don't want this two. We just get nums1 and nums2, you sort them and then get the first element. The difference is going to be the same for the second element and between the second element and third element. So here minus 3 because we are supposed to do nums2 minus nums1, right? So nums1 plus something is nums2. So you say nums2 minus nums1, which is 3. If you want to add more test cases, more input variables, then use the assert function. So you get the result. If you see this, it's all 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So if you see the difference is going to be 0. There are other ways we can represent this. Like, rather than sorted, we just sort and we get the first one. Instead of that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the minimum of the nums2 and the minimum of nums1. So if it's sorted, then the minimum will be the first element, right? So there's no point of sort and then get the first one. Just get the minimum of it, which is going to be the same impact. So if I run this, it clears all the test cases. So we start with a looping part. You get the x and then loop through all the elements. Then we realized it's not a tricky question, so we don't have to go through all the elements and check if that's missed or not. We can directly go and do it. So we just do the sorted the array mine and then get the first element, or you can just get the minimum of the array and then see the difference. That could be the same thing. There is one more way you can do it, which is the arithmetic way of doing it. So you do the sum of nums2 minus the sum of nums1. So that will give you, like, if 3 is the one which is used, right? If 3 is the one which is used to increment nums1 to nums2, if you add all this, so 2, 4, 6 is 12, and this one 9 plus 7 plus 5. So 9 plus 7 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. Now, if you do 21 minus 12 is going to give me the sum of all the differences. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, right? 9. So if I divide that by the length of any one, nums1, right? Length of nums1, which is going to be 3. So the output is going to be 3, which is the integer help to increase from nums2 to, so nums1 to nums2. So what we can do is we do the same sum of nums2 minus nums1 divided by length of nums1 or nums2, whatever it is, nums1. So if I run this will also give me the same result. So this is kind of an arithmetic approach. This is just get the minimum of it instead of sorting, or you can just sort and get it. And this is the looping logic. The main difference is sorted will just get the data, sort and work on it, but sort function will overwrite the nums1 element itself. So we got all this. If you want to practice this code, then this will be in the YouTube channel growwithdata playlist, Python interview questions 51 to 100. We have Tamil version also, Tamil Python 51 to 100. go here, and description part, you'll have the GitHub link for the corresponding video. So what we are seeing now is 96th video, right? So that video will have a link for the 96th. So you have the first sort and find, and then use a sort function, and then use a sort of minimum part, and then get the minimum of each array, or you do a arithmetic operation. All the code is here. You can use this for your practice. If you want to join WhatsApp channel, then there is a link here. You can use this and join growwithdata WhatsApp channel. Hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.